The real reason belly fat won't go away after 40 and how to fix it. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and thought, I'm eating less than I used to, so why is my stomach getting bigger? Maybe you've started walking every day. You've cut back on sugar. You've even skipped dessert. Yet that stubborn belly fat just refuses to disappear. If you're over 40, you're not imagining it. Your body really is changing. But here's the good news. You are not doomed to carry extra belly fat forever. The problem isn't that you're getting older. The problem is that many of us are still trying to lose weight the same way we did in our 20s. Today, we're going to look at the real reasons belly fat becomes so stubborn after 40. And more importantly, what you can do about it. Let's get started. And your body has changed. And that's completely normal. The first thing to understand is that your body isn't broken. It's simply adapting to age. After the age of 30, most adults gradually lose muscle unless they actively work to maintain it. By the time we reach our 40s and 50s, that loss of muscle can make a noticeable difference. Why? Because muscle burns more energy than fat, even when you're resting. Less muscle means your body burns fewer calories throughout the day. That doesn't mean your metabolism suddenly shuts down, but it does mean the eating habits that once kept your weight stable may no longer be enough. Hormones begin to play a bigger role. For many women, the years leading up to menopause and menopause itself bring changes in estrogen levels. For men, testosterone gradually declines over time. These hormonal changes don't automatically cause weight gain, but they do influence where your body prefers to store fat. Instead of your hips or thighs, more fat tends to settle around the waist. That's why many people notice a thicker midsection, even if their weight hasn't changed dramatically. The important thing to remember is that hormones change the challenge. They don't make success impossible. You're probably moving less than you realize. Think back 20 years. You probably walked more. You climbed more stairs. You carried shopping bags without thinking twice. Today, many of us spend hours sitting, working at a desk, driving, watching television, scrolling on our phones. Even if you exercise for 30 minutes, spending the rest of the day sitting can significantly reduce the number of calories you burn. That's why small movements throughout the day matter so much. Take the stairs. Walk while talking on the phone. Park a little further away. Every bit of movement counts. Stress is quietly working against you. Life after 40 often comes with more responsibility. Work deadlines, mortgages, financial pressures. When stress becomes constant, your body produces more cortisol. Cortisol isn't a bad hormone. It helps you deal with challenges. But when it's elevated for long periods, it can increase appetite and make it easier to store fat around the abdomen. If you've ever reached for biscuits, chips, or chocolate after a stressful day, you've experienced this firsthand. Managing stress won't magically melt belly fat away, but it makes healthy habits much easier to stick with. Sleep is one of the most overlooked weight loss tools. Here's something many people don't realize. A lack of sleep affects the hormones that control hunger and fullness. When you're tired, you're more likely to crave high-calorie foods. You're also less likely to feel motivated to exercise. And your body doesn't recover as well from workouts. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep whenever possible. It won't solve everything on its own, but it gives your body the best chance to succeed. Let's clear up one of the biggest fitness myths. You cannot spot reduce fat. Doing hundreds of crunches every day will strengthen your abdominal muscles. That's great. But it won't specifically burn the fat covering them. Your body decides where fat comes off. As your overall body fat decreases, your waistline will gradually shrink too. That's how human biology works. What actually works? Now for the part you've been waiting for. The solution isn't a detox. It's not expensive supplements. It's not starving yourself. And it's definitely not doing endless sit-ups. Instead, focus on the habits that science consistently supports. Eat enough protein. Protein helps preserve muscle while you're losing weight and keeps you feeling fuller for longer. Try to include a quality source of protein with every meal. Lift weights or use resistance bands. Strength training is one of the most effective ways to maintain muscle after 40. You don't have to become a bodybuilder. 2 or 3 sessions each week can make a huge difference. Keep walking. Walking remains one of the best forms of exercise for adults over 40. It's gentle on the joints, supports heart health, and is easy to stick with over the long term. Avoid crash diets. Eating too little often leads to muscle loss, lower energy levels, and eventually regaining the weight. A modest calorie deficit, combined with strength training and regular movement, is usually a much more sustainable approach. Finally, be patient. Your body isn't trying to punish you. It's simply changing. Healthy, lasting weight loss after 40 is usually slower than it was when you were younger. But slower doesn't mean impossible. If there's one message I want you to remember today, it's this. Don't judge your progress by the scales alone. Look at your waist measurement. Notice how your clothes fit. Pay attention to your strength. Celebrate having more energy. Those are all signs that your body is becoming healthier. And here's something worth remembering. The goal isn't to look 25 again. The goal is to become the healthiest, strongest version of yourself today. Because feeling fit at 40 is far more important than trying to relive your 20s. Small improvements, repeated consistently, produce remarkable results over time. So don't give up. Stay consistent. Trust the process. And your future self will thank you. If you found today's video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Every week we share practical, evidence-based health and fitness advice designed specifically for adults over 40. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.